look outside at your current cast 23 because you can see on our rooftop camera here how much it is shaking in the wind out there. Those gray, gloomy skies sticking around. We have some rain out there. Here's what it looks like in Lancaster right now. This picture sent in by Adam. He is out there, and while we have gloomy gray skies because of the rain, they have it because of the dust. There's actually no cloud cover really out there. It's that dust that's picking up from the ground. A very scary sight out there, but thankfully visibility is okay for a couple miles now. We did not have that earlier this morning with that horrible crash and that big pileup on the 14. 20 miles an hour are winds in Tehachapi, 33 sustained in Mojave. Earlier this morning, it was about 55 miles an hour sustained for an hour, gusts up to 72 miles an hour. Thankfully, calming down just a little bit, but these winds still definitely too fast for our taste, and we will continue to get more of those dangerous gusts throughout the afternoon. So please be careful if you're heading out on the roads, because you can see these long arrows. Those are our 30-mile-an-hour wind speeds, and see how they back off a little bit, but then they stretch out again, back off, stretch out again. So we're getting those gusts off and on throughout the afternoon. I'd say by later on tonight, when our wind advisories expire, 8 o'clock here in the desert, 11 o'clock for the mountains and deserts out there, or excuse me, 8 o'clock for the valley, 11 o'clock for the mountains and deserts. When that expires later today, we won't completely be out of the coast. The coast won't be clear, that is. We won't be out of the woods. Those are the two phrases I was combining together, but it will still be breezy throughout the evening, just not as windy later on tonight. So here's that wind, as you can see on our Delano Chamber of Commerce camera, some of that blurry rain sticking to our lens there, and so very uncomfortable. With our radar as it comes through, you can see that the cells are breaking up a little bit, but they're enough to bring us a heavy rain, then they let off, bring us a heavy rain, then they let off. So keep your jackets with you throughout the day. And again, there's a little bit of that snow. Some of this is actually hail because it's so cold and so windy, it's tossing that back up. This is our Breckenridge camera with some of that slush stuck to the lens there. You can see the trees tossing in the background. There's actually some blowing snow up there as well. That's at our highest elevations. So here's a look at that system. It's actually centered right here earlier this morning. It moves all the way down on the east side of the mountains, brings that cold front through, and then this is the rain on the back side of the system. That's what we're seeing. It's able to have enough energy to pick it up off of the ocean, bring that into our area. I'd say by 4 or 5 o'clock we'll start to be seeing the end of the rain out there. 50 degrees only in Bakersfield right now, 36 still in Tehachapi. A very cold day right now. Freezing in Lebec. You're seeing some snow up there. I'm hearing a report from Pine Mountain Club. They have snow as well. So here's a look at the hail we had earlier this morning. This sent in by Joan and Mike Taylor in Sand Canyon of the accumulating hail that almost looked like snow up there. And then this is the snow that Mary Dufresne caught about an hour ago at her home at about 5,000 feet in Tehachapi. Send us your photos, news@kero.com. There are those temperatures, lower to mid-60s today. If we can even get up there, you saw we're still only at 50 degrees right now. Up in the mountains, you're seeing temperatures there that are in the 50s around the lake, 46 for Tehachapi, 50 in Fraser Park, and you have to work really hard to even get up to those temperatures today. Down in the desert, still a possibility to see more blowing dust. Please be very careful. Maybe avoid the highways altogether in the desert if you can, just to be safe today. Make your plans out there for tomorrow. 67 in Ridgecrest, 64 at Edwards Air Force Base. I'm running out of time, but let's go ahead and take a really quick look at our valley forecast, because as messy and nasty as today is, at least we're back in the 70s tomorrow, 80s by Thursday, sunshine across the board. Sunday, little cool down, windy once again. That maybe our next system coming on through. In the Kern River Valley, 53 today, up to 63 tomorrow, 70s by Wednesday. That sun really helps us rebound quickly this time of year. In the mountains, again, very cold for you at 46, back to the 50s tomorrow, 60s on Wednesday, 70 on Thursday. So at least we have to deal with today, but we can get back out of it, which is always nice in spring.
All right, thank you. Definitely be careful out there.